Welcome back, y'all. So glad you could join me once again for another DIY. And if you can, go ahead and like the video, subscribe, and follow me on my social platforms. Anyway, today we are making these custom bags that are for birthday parties, and I'll show you how. It's actually really simple. So all you need is some kind of printer, sticker paper, a laptop, and then you need those gift bags. You can use any color. I got mine from Dollar Tree. So you'll start by just go ahead and measuring them, and then you'll go into your Canva design and you'll customize your design based on the measurements that you took. Once you have your design finalized, you can go ahead and download it and then start a page of 8.5 by 11 and then download the image that you already saved to your computer. If you turn it horizontally, you should be able to size it to the size that fits on the standard size gift bags or like snack bags, whatever. And then you should be able to fit 2 copies. So you'll go ahead and duplicate that, and then you'll take it over to your printer. I did end up switching to a different type of paper because the other one kept jamming up my printer. And obviously you can use the standard printer that you have at home. Any household printer will work for this. I'm using my T630 because it just prints faster, more accurately, and just better. But like you see here, I have a regular like Epson printer down there on the floor. I just really didn't feel like picking it up and plugging it in, but you can use any printer. So the images are printing, and then this process is really simple. You can just go ahead and cut it with the scissors if that's what you have available to you. Otherwise, if you have one of those guillotine things, which I forgot I had, so I pulled mine out and I cut it with the guillotine just to speed up the process. So here you're going to be kind of careful because you don't want to cut off too much excess because you really want it to have an almost flush look on the bag. Mine aren't going to be flush because I didn't print them to be flush. I wanted to try and just give it that like kind of candy bag original feel. I don't know how you want to put it, but I just didn't want it to be flush. Also, my T630 does not print edge to edge on standard paper, just on the actual rolls of paper. So as you see here, I'm cutting it really carefully because I just want to make sure that it's a clean cut. Okay, so once you have all of your pages cut down to the size of the bag, you're gonna take the backside liner off of the sticker paper. It's kind of difficult if you don't use like the kind of paper that has the already cut seams in it. So you could just take a scissor and slice the edge like diagonally in the corner, and then it gives you like this little pickup area section, like this little pickup corner that you can just, you know, separate and peel apart. So that's a little trick that I learned just from working with like sticker paper. It's actually the easiest way to separate the paper from the carrier. So once you got that separated, and don't mind that little cut right there, you're not going to be able to see it. Once you have it separated, you'll fold over the side where you're going to start the placement, and then you'll just line up the bag to your desired center. Once you have the image centered, you're just going to lay it down kind of flat, but you're not going to press it down yet. You want to make sure that it's completely centered. So once you have it centered, you will flatten out the part that you have exposed from the carrier. From here, you'll want to use like a squeegee or a credit card or whatever you have to flatten it out and make sure that it's got all the air bubbles released from it, because sometimes it will form air bubbles. Not as bad on paper like it would on plastic or wood or something, but it's still going to have some kind of air bubbles. So just once again, I'm going to show you how I do the little corner trick. You're just going to slice it diagonally, just a little tiny slice on it, right? And then you'll kind of fold it so that you can get a little bit of lift on it, and then pick it up. So you separate the carrier from the actual sticky paper. Fold it over, grab a bag, and then you place it kind of lightly until you have it centered, and then you squeegee it down. So it's super simple from there. All you do is remove the back carrier, and you can see how I just slid it off right there. I didn't have any bubbles because, again, like I said, it's on paper, so it's not going to form a whole lot of bubbles. So this is just the process sped up. I ended up only doing 12 bags for this, or because this is for my niece. She had a birthday party and she only had about 10 kids join her, so she didn't need very many. But you can do like a whole big old batch of these, as well as like other things like water bottles and Hershey bar wrappers and all of that. So those are just different options that you can do for your birthday party. And then I'm just showing you here kind of what it would look like if you stuffed it. And the only tissue paper I had was green, so don't come for me. But yeah, pink and green anyway goes together. So I thought it was cute. But this is how it turned out. My beautiful niece Amara, happy birthday. And this is the final result. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. Please like, comment, and share. And as always, I appreciate you for sticking around for my videos. Love you. Bye.